is a store in Lower Parel in Bombay. We make our own furniture. Our furniture is all handmade, and it's very. Um, it's inspired by the largely by the mid-century movement, a little bit of Art Deco as well. Siddharth Sirohi, my partner, designs all the furniture, and everything is either an original design or it's reimagined from some old pieces. But the store is much more than just our furniture. It's a lot of things that we choose that will go into homes or interiors that go with our furniture. There's great fabrics, especially a whole collection from Russell Street in Calcutta. There are carpets, there are vintage carpets, and what we love is the art we have, art that you see all over this room, which come from various masters of different forms from all over India. Who all this while I think people have always considered as art that belongs to festivals of India or the cottage industries, but we're trying to show that it can be really cool and can be in any home and work wherever you want it to work.
Yeah. So,
And we have a lot of lights. So we have lights that come from Purple Turtle in Bangalore and lights that we make ourselves.
okay. So, can you tell us about any design trends that have come to your notice?
Okay, I'm happy to tell you that the worst word in the world is trends as far as I'm concerned. We reject every kind of trend. We like to believe that trends are things that I think when somebody doesn't have their own opinion, they just jump onto whatever somebody else is telling them.
Right.
We're aiming to be and aiming to talk to people who make up their own minds, who have their own aesthetic, who want their own stories to be told in any piece of furniture, any part of their home, or any space. So to answer your question, I don't even know what the trends are, and actually, they don't even interest me.
Okay. So, Srila, you're known for, inculcating colors to the spaces in a very particular way. It's like your signature. So, can you tell us more about how, can you tell us our viewers how to go about putting colors in their spaces according to, their personality types?
But I think the first thing that you have to do is not be scared, because I think it's crazy the way people react to colors. Oh God, that looks fabulous, but I'd never be able to do it. So that's a myth. If you like something, you can do it. It's the fear of the unknown maybe, or it's the fear of people think that they go wrong. But you'll only go wrong if when you're looking at it you don't like it. If you like it, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I think colors are very very personal. It's based on what makes you feel good, on what you like, maybe on the space, how much light there is, etc. And I just believe that when you live in India, it's absurd not to have color. We're a country just full of color in every way, and it certainly makes a difference to your mood and makes you feel better.
Right. Also, we see this bed behind me that you're sitting on right now. It's so beautiful. Can you tell us how you went about designing this and what's the entire concept behind it?
Okay, so this is a reimagined original Art Deco bed. So when Siddharth found an old bed, and this is a king size Art Deco bed, the original would have come with a headboard and a footboard that was similar. So it has been redesigned to keep the headboard but a new footboard, largely because our home, this Art Deco look was meant for different spaces, much bigger. Modern homes aren't that size. So this just looks smaller, looks more compact, and we've done them various times in various ways, but this is the first time we've actually painted one red, and I think it looks fantastic. I love it. And the bed cover is also very special. We work with a tailor, Vinay, and he tried this himself, and it's painstaking because this patchwork is all hand done, and it's lots of different colors and stitched over time into triangles. I love it. I think it looks fantastic with this bed. This all came in yesterday, so I'm quite excited by it.
All right. So, can you tell us about any new design
Trend.
projects that projects that you've taken up?
Well, I outside of what I do at Baro, I also on my own do design and work with people to style their homes and interiors. So I'm doing a variety of projects right now. They're quite interesting because one is they're so varied. The one I'm about to complete is a couple who are in their 80s in Bangalore, who are moving from a home they've lived in for 30 years, a proper house bungalow, into a large flat and there's hardly anything that's new because they have 50 years of collecting and beautiful things. So it's really reimagining it all, putting it in a different way, giving it new life, and that's really an interesting project. And I'm also working currently on something for a young family, two young kids, and their house is just being redone, made exciting for all of them. So those are the things I'm working on right now. But I've worked with with offices, with homes. It's been fun.
So, do you believe that a house should exude the personality of the people who are staying in it?
I believe all design in terms of a space should tell the stories of the people whose space it is, not the story of the designer. Obviously, whoever's designing, styling, architect, etc., has a certain style, and that's why you go for it. But that style needs to be interpreted further. So, yes, I'm sure when you look at work I've done on, say, 10 things, there's a similar feel or style that goes to them all. But I'd like to believe that it's then taken on and interpreted for each person differently. And so I believe that a really good chair is something that a designer is responsible for, the ergonomics, the style, everything. But what story it tells should be the story of the individual. So if three people buy the same chair, the stories should be three different stories. So I mean, if you don't live in a space that's about you, it's not your space. It's like a film set.
Right. Thank you so much, Srila. Thank you for your time.
You're
It was
welcome.
lovely talking to you.
Now, do you think I should go to Bollywood?
Yes,
Yeah?
I think you should. It was really nice. Thank you. Stop streaming.